Those stereotypes of, if you're beautiful, you can't act, or whatever, or come from beauty pageants like I do, I think those days are going, because I think, women, we go in there and we prove that we can do this if we're given the chance. And that's what I'm fighting for now, is to just be given the chance to audition, to read. Just give me a chance. The sky's the limit. I don't really have one direction that I want to go. I like to do, drama, action, comedy, to sort of mix it up and keep it, exciting for myself. How wild did I get? Let's see, I go rollerblading. That's wild as I get. I go rollerblading. I have 2 dogs that are like my children, so I spend a lot of time with them. See a lot of movies. That's wild as I get. That's boring, isn't it?
Halle Berry is anything but boring. She began her career in beauty pageants, but now co-stars on the big screen with the likes of Eddie Murphy, Rosie O'Donnell, and Kurt Russell. Her rise to the top wasn't always easy, and life and love in the limelight hasn't been either. We'll tell you about all that in the next half hour on What Else? Halle Berry, Uncut.
I can see the end of the tunnel now, where maybe 5 years ago, I didn't even know what a tunnel was. Now I can see there's a light, and I know I'm very clear as to where I think we're going, and that's real positive.
Life, secrets, love, passion, business, career, relationship, dream, future, life. Uncut.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to Halle Berry Uncut. I'm Eleanor Mondale here at the Kabuki Hair Salon in Beverly Hills, celebrating Halle's role as the zany hairdresser in the comedy Babs. You probably recognize Halle from just about everywhere. Movies, TV, modeling, commercial work. She is everywhere.
I feel the pressure, to look beautiful, whatever that is. But whenever I get overwhelmed by that feeling, I really get back down to the basics, and I really know what's important is what's inside, because the bottom line is, unless you can defy gravity, you're gonna age and you're gonna sag, and things are gonna change as you get older. And I think if you pin your entire sense of self and beauty on the physical package, you're gonna have a very disappointing life.
Halle was born in Cleveland, Ohio, to a white mother and a black father. When she was 4 years old, her father left the family, leaving Halle to be raised by her mother, a nurse. From the beginning, she was aware of the images African Americans had on the big screen, a responsibility she faces in her own career today.
My first movie was Song of the South. And what I remember most was Uncle Remus, and how big and how friendly he was, and what it said about being black and being white and being an adult and being a child, and how really none of that mattered. And it was the first time I began to realize that color really doesn't really matter. An age of 2 people really doesn't matter, that we're people all the same. My role models were important to me, and I know that our young women need images to aspire to be like. They need something positive, because the negative is reinforced on the news, in the paper, in their communities. They see the negative, so they need to see the positive every chance they get, and I take it very serious. Sometimes it's a hard cross to, carry, but it's something that I take really seriously.
Halle was named Miss Teen All-American when she was 17 and Miss Ohio when she was 18. Then she went on to become first runner-up in the Miss USA pageant.
I think when I started to do beauty pageants was the first time my looks was a focal point in my life. It wasn't really something I focused on until I was being judged on it. And then all of a sudden, it sort of became like, oh, yeah. Well, you know what I learned about beauty and beauty pageants is that on any given day, you could change the judges and you'd have a different winner, because it's so subjective. And I learned early on that beauty is as beauty does, really. Because the pageants that I was in, some of them I won, some of them I didn't lose. But when I won, I didn't feel like I am the most beautiful person here. And when I lost, I didn't feel like I'm not the most beautiful person there. So I learned that really beauty is a state of mind, and it's how you feel about yourself. And it's the energy that you project. If you project that you're beautiful and you're confident and you feel good about yourself, then you simply are, no matter what your features of your face are.
The beauty pageants led to a career in modeling in Chicago. She got her first break co-starring in the 1989 sitcom Living Dolls, a spin-off of Who's the Boss.
When you first started out in your career, when was a decisive moment when you, or was there a decisive moment when you said, oh, I really want to be an actress, this is what I want to do?
I think the first time I realized I could get paid for doing it is when I said, oh yeah, this is good. I think I'm gonna do this. Because I felt then that, that I had something to offer, and I never was really quite sure before I got my first job if I had the talent, if I would really make a living doing that. And when I first got my first gig, I realized, oh yeah, I can do this.
Her first film role came in 1991 when filmmaker Spike Lee cast her as a drug addict in Jungle Fever.
Spike Lee gave me my first shot in a film, so I think in a way I'll always be sort of indebted to Spike Lee. Not only did he give me my first shot, but he gave me a chance to play a crackhead, which is so unlike me, which was the best thing that's happened in my career, I think. And he also gave me a chance to learn. My part was very small, so I didn't have to be there for the entire run of the film, but he kept me there. I got to, watch dailies. I got to be involved in every aspect of filmmaking, which was a real big learning experience for me.
She followed that with roles in Strictly Business and The Last Boy Scout opposite Damon Wayans and Bruce Willis. Her next role was opposite comedian Eddie Murphy in Boomerang.
Well, what impressed me most about Eddie is that he was real. He was a real person that I could touch. And Eddie is really funny, and he taught me a lot about comedy and about comedic timing that I don't think I could learn in any school, but just working side by side and watching a master of comedy like he is in action, I learned a lot.
In 1993, Halle landed a role in the television miniseries Queen. She played the daughter of a black slave and a white plantation owner.
I think if you think back of the time, it's the black women that were sort of very vulnerable. They were pushed around from not only white men, but to black men as well. So women, I think, had it tough in those days, and especially in this case, Queen being what they called a high yellow, interracial woman who could pass for white and black. She had it especially tough.
Queen was so well received, it earned Halle an Emmy nomination.
It's a real nerve-wracking time. It's the first time that I've ever even really paid a lot of attention to the Emmys. I think this is the first year where people have said to me, you might get nominated for an Emmy. What do you think about that? And years before, I've never been in this situation, so I've always turned on the show and I've watched it, but I was never involved in all this frenzy that's going on about it right now. So I'm a bit overwhelmed, and it's all so new to me.
With stellar TV credits and a budding film career, Halle was ready to break into movies big time, co-starring opposite one of the nation's most respected actresses of all time. Who was it? Well, you'll just have to wait and find out.
That was really a really good experience for me.
It's Hollywood's biggest night.
This is huge.
And you're invited as E takes you live to the Academy Awards pre-show.
And here I am.
Don't miss the glamour, the beauty, and the excitement that is Oscar.
Because this is the only reason I come.
Walk the red carpet with your favorite stars.
I'm well, how are you?
Where anything can happen, and it probably will.
That's ridiculous.
Be the first in line and the last to leave. It's E's live Academy Awards pre-show, hosted by Joan and Melissa Rivers tonight.
And it's sharp. You like it, Shawnee?
Doing good things. They're doing good things these days.
Yeah, right. Okay, so we'll double date, all of us.
Here we go.
Right on.
What was your girlfriend's name?
I don't remember. I blocked it out.
What was her name, really?
Sure.
Come on, what was it?
We're going right now to Jules.
Joining me now is Gina Davis, who looks absolutely amazing. Who designed the dress?
Halston. Randolph Duke for Halston.
Peter, I think I have everything I need from you.
It's okay. I don't want to rush the loan committee.
I am the loan committee.
What?
Your loan is approved.
That was quick.
Countrywide, easy, really.
For dry, red eyes, Clear Eyes is awesome. Unlike the other leading eye drop, it removes redness and has an ingredient to moisturize. Wow. The difference is clear. Clear Eyes.
Man, the first time I looked at a picture of me, I was like, wow, wait, what happened? I was fat. I lost over 50 pounds on a Slim Fast plan. I finally found something that worked for me. It's easy. It tastes great. Once I lost the weight, my energy skyrocketed right through the roof. It makes you feel good after working out.
23 vitamins and minerals, protein, calcium, fiber, all the balanced nutrition like a healthy meal.
I look at life totally different now.
Slim Fast, every day. Balanced nutrition for a healthy life.
Anybody can do it if I can do it.
Big Kid Chips from Pull-Ups. Always wash before you eat. Always help Mommy make your bread look neat. Always use a fork and use it right.
Always be consistent, especially when you toilet train with pull-ups training pants. Instead of switching back and forth to diapers, you'll be reinforcing those big kid habits.
Mommy, wow, I'm a big kid now.
This portion of E! is brought to you by Pull-Ups, the big kid training pants. Now with Mickey and Minnie Mouse designs.
Hi, we're back. You're watching Halle Berry Uncut. I'm Eleanor Mondale. Now, Halle had been on TV and now started getting feature film roles. The movie parts came fast and furious as Halle was cast first in an action comedy, Fatherhood.
Let me clear up one thing about that film. Okay. I do not have a love interest with Patrick Swayze. Everybody keeps asking me that. And that's not the, even though I am starring in it with him, it's not really a love story. I mean, in Fatherhood Part 2, there could be a love story, but not in this one.
You play an investigative journalist?
Yes, who's trying to bust open a case, a foster care case. These kids are being abused there, and I'm trying to make a name for myself, and I'm trying to bust open this case. And I'm chasing Patrick Swayze. He's a convict who's escaped from jail, and I'm trying to get him to come back, bring his kids, and tell a story so that I can bust open the case and then maybe get him less time in jail. But I'm always sort of one step behind him until we finally do have an explosive meeting.
Then in the sports drama, The Program, Halle found herself part of an impressive ensemble.
James Caan and Craig Schiffer, Christy Swanson, and Omar Epps. And it's a film that's coming out around football time. The backdrop of the film is football. But the real story is about relationships, about how these 4 college kids relate to one another, how they're also very different, but they manage to find a way to come together and find some things that they can appreciate in one another. And James Caan is the coach of the team, and it also deals with, you know, college athletics, the things that goes on, steroids and that type of thing. So there's a lot of action because of football, but it's real sensitive, tender kind of love stories that are in it as well.
But Halle's biggest hit to date came from playing Fred Flintstone's secretary in the live-action movie of The Flintstones.
Did the Flintstones influence you when you were growing up?
Oh, yeah. I watched it probably for 8 years, every day or every other day at least with my sister. So, yeah.
It's just something that was a part of your childhood?
Mm-hmm. Always. I mean, it was like a ritual. We watched General Hospital, Little Rascals, and then the Flintstones every day. You know, it's been great because I was a big fan, first of all, of the Roseanne Barr show and of Roseanne Barr and and John Goodman, her husband, on the show. So being able to just work with John Goodman, and most of my scenes are with John Goodman, I think is sort of fun for me because you never think you'll get to work with those people, you know. I haven't met Elizabeth Taylor, but I'm really looking forward to that, and I know that's gonna be kind of strange because she's bigger than life. And so I'm really looking forward to that, yeah.
In a jarring switch from the cartoon world of the Flintstones, Halle dealt with wrenching family issues in the drama Losing Isaiah.
The most rewarding was, I think just as an actress so young in my career, this is only really the first movie I've starred in is this. And to be so young and to be working with such great actors, Sam Jackson, Jessica Lange, David Strathairn, I mean, working with Stephen Gyllenhaal, you know, I just pinch myself. And to me, that in itself, the work, is just rewarding. That I can even work when most SAG actors are unemployed, and I got a job, that's rewarding.
Halle played a recovering drug addict who lost her baby to a white mother, played by Jessica Lange.
You know, that was really a really good experience for me. At first, I was nervous, insecure. You know, I thought, God, just let me hold my own with Jessica Lange. You know, don't let her steal every scene, you know. But I learned a lot, I think. We didn't have much conversation. We decided early on to sort of keep separate because that would help our characters more, better service our characters. But I watched how she worked. She's very committed. She's very passionate about what she does. And that's something I'll definitely try to carry with me as I go through my career.
At the same time Halle was building a career for herself in Bedrock, she was trying to make a family life of her own. When we come back, Halle's very private life becomes very public.
Has it been difficult to deal with, you know, all the turmoil, obviously, of the breakup, being such a public person?
The face, the body, the troubled life, and even more troubling death. I'm A.J. Benza, host of E's new series, Mysteries and Scandals. If you think you know the story of Marilyn Monroe's death, Think again. We'll uncover the secrets as we return to the night of August 5th, 1962. Was it suicide, an accident, or murder? Everyone from the mob to Kennedy has been implicated, but who really silenced this Hollywood icon? Mysteries and Scandals reveals the truth of Marilyn Monroe. Tonight at 9 Eastern, 6 Pacific, only on E! Fame ain't the bitch.
3 women, 3 pregnancy tests. She saw a line. She saw 2 lines. She saw a plus sign. With Fact Plus One Step, the plus-minus signs are so easy to read, they're unmistakable.
Oh, boy. Or girl.
Fact Plus.
Whiskers. We know how you feel about your cat, and how your cat feels about seafood. Seafood. That's why Whiskers has flaky bits of real fish you can actually see. And only Whiskers has Vitalife to help strengthen your cat's natural defenses. Get the great taste of seafood. Seafood. And Whiskers with Vitalife. Make friends for life with Whiskers. Whiskers.
How a secret agent eats a Reese's peanut butter cup.
I slip in unnoticed, penetrate the defenses, secure the discs, then destroy the evidence.
There's no wrong way to eat a Reese's.
The biggest stars, the hottest parties. It's E's Live Academy Awards Post Show tonight at 12 Eastern, 9 Pacific, only on
The Incredible True Story.
My dear woman, the gorilla is an unfathomable mystery.
Revolutionary as it might seem to you, I have encountered no limits or even real difficulties.
That's preposterous.
Of a woman who wouldn't give in.
I got to chew it on. Well, it's the only way he eats, you know that.
You realize what you have accomplished? You are the missing link.
And an extraordinary creature.
But he's a perfect gentleman. This is the only world he's ever known.
Buddy. Playing this month on Direct Ticket, only on DirecTV.
Wally Cleaver.
I'll do my homework every day without you guys having to crawl up my...
That's great, Wally. Eddie Haskell.
You know, Mrs. Cleaver, for a mom, you're quite the babe.
Lumpy Rutherford.
You're not a very sensitive person. Man, buzz off, fat boy.
And the Beaver.
There's nothing I like more than an educational gift.
I'm worried about the beaver.
They're all back. Leave it to Beaver.
Playing this month on Direct Ticket, only on DirecTV.
Welcome back. You're watching Halle Berry Uncut. I'm Eleanor Mondale. Now, Halle's professional life was taking off, one film role after the other, and personally, her life was changing too. In 1993, Halle married David Justice, a professional baseball player with the Atlanta Braves.
There's a lot of pressure, you know, as with football or baseball, you are as good as the last game you just won. You know, one minute you're the talk of the industry, you know, like the Giants were, and then they lose their lead, and now the Braves are the talk of the industry. So you only are as good as the last few games you've played, and like with film, you only are as good as the last good film, or you're as bad as the last bad film you did, you know. So there's a lot of pressure to keep a certain continuity going. And there's also a lot of traveling. There's a lot of stress involved. You deal with the press and the media, and you become a real public figure. You give up a lot of your privacy. So even though baseball and acting and football and acting is very different, still some of the underlying elements are a lot the same. And I think that's why I get along so well with my husband, because we can understand each other's moods and, you know, what you're going through, the frustrations of what the other's feeling. The good life. The good life for me is the fact that I'm married now. I have a real sense of security in my life, a real purpose. Family is really important to me.
The couple separated in February 1996, starting with a painful period of introspection for Halle.
I grew up thinking that if I didn't have my prince on a white horse, I was not complete. So that is why I say we're insecure by nature, because we buy into the Cinderella complex. I need that man to make me happy. And so sometimes we want a man so badly that we pick the wrong man, or we pick a man for the wrong reasons. I've done it, and I'm sure you've done it, because we're women and we do that. So this speaks to what kind of trouble you get yourself into, and if you really look for love and the real issues of why you pick a mate, then your chances are less likely of, you know, craziness, you know, starting to happen.
You know, it's hard enough for anybody to have a relationship, let alone being a public person, as you are, and as the man you were married to was. Has it been difficult to deal with, you know, all the turmoil, obviously, of the breakup, being such a public person?
Yeah, it is, because I constantly get asked about it, but I feel a certain responsibility to talk about it sometimes, because when everything's going great as an actress, we want to talk. We want everybody to come see our movies, but the minute something bad happens, we tend to not want to share, and I think certain things aren't for public consumption. There's a certain amount of dignity and that you need to keep intact to survive a divorce, but I think I need to speak out and say that I am going through it. It's a painful, painful time. It's not my wish that this is happening. I would have worked on my marriage until I was 101, but I can't control another person, so I have to just go with the punches and try to be strong and stay on the high road, don't sling any mud, and hopefully learn a lot of lessons through the pain. I'm sure there's a lot of lessons and a lot of growth that's going to happen.
On screen, she co-starred with Kurt Russell in the terrorist thriller Executive Decision.
A thriller is a lot different than most character-driven movies, because you don't do as much talking. You use your body a lot, you use your eyes a lot, emotion. It's very physical at times. It's a different genre, that's for sure. But it's one that I found that I kind of like.
You did like it?
Mm-hmm.
Why did you choose this part? It's quite a departure from...
I chose this role because when I got the script, I thought, oh, okay, an action picture. It's going to be some damsel in distress, the victim of the movie. But I was pleasantly surprised to see that this character is strong. She's got heart. She's intelligent. She's a team player, and she's very much a part of the solution. And I thought women would be very proud to see themselves represented that way with a bunch of men.
Serious stuff, but when we come back, you'll see the funny side of Halle Berry you may never have seen before. Not to mention what she does to her hair. Stay with us.
Hi, I'm Halle Berry, and I know you're saying that's not Halle, but it is Halle. Platinum blonde hair.
After an early tragedy,
when Dad died, which was in 1963, I was 15.
Billy Crystal turned to comedy.
Billy would always be up and doing a one-legged tap dance.
But on the biggest night of his career, he took a stand that nearly cost him everything.
That was devastating.
Now, find out how Billy Crystal beat the odds and became a success.
Billy is extraordinarily talented, and I think he has done some amazing work.
Real Stars, Real Stories, Billy Crystal Celebrity Profile, this Wednesday at 8 Eastern and Pacific, only on E!
When a hairstylist looks in your face and looks at your type of hair and puts the two together with the right styling tools, they create beauty and a whole bunch of confidence in you. As long as you have confidence, that's all that you need. It's amazing.
You're free, you're happy.
It's all about a great cut, and this gives it its style.
Watch E's live Academy Awards pre-show on March 23rd to find out how you could win a trip to Hollywood in our Star Treatment Sweepstakes and receive a glamorous first-class makeover at Frederick Fekkai in Beverly Hills. You'll enjoy the latest in salon treatments and be pampered like a movie star. For more details, look for this ad in the March Hollywood issue of Allure magazine, featuring the best-kept beauty secrets of the hottest celebrities. Don't miss your chance to shine. Brought to you in part by Louis Theroux. Are you femme enough?
Great news from Jenny Craig. Join our new Silver program and lose all the weight you want for only $49 plus the cost of food.
I lost 34 pounds on Jenny Craig. 34 pounds! Their food is so delicious. There's so much to choose from, and I never felt hungry.
Don't miss the celebration. Join our new Silver program and lose all the weight you want for only $49 plus the cost of food. So call 1-800-45-JENNY today. That's 1-800-45-JENNY. But hurry, this special offer ends soon.
There just aren't enough hours in the day or enough time for yourself. That's why there's Worthington. Smart-looking, affordable work clothes that do all the work for you. Exclusively at JCPenney. So you can still look great doing all that you do. Worthington. It works for working women.
JCPenney. I love your style.
Save 25% on Worthington sportswear during our spring wardrobe sale.
It's special Academy Awards coverage from E! Online. Play Sync the Titanic, Get Me Rewrite, live chat and more at www.eonline.com or AOL keyword E.
We're back. You're watching Halle Berry Uncut. I'm Eleanor Mondale. Now, in her career, Halle has played a crack addict, a mother who lost her baby, a flight attendant battling terrorists, and then there's Baps, in which Halle plays a hairdresser, the likes you have never seen before.
Hi, I'm Halle Berry, and I know you're saying that's not Halle, but it is Halle. Platinum blonde hair. I'm here on the set of my new movie, Baps, and I'm also with my co-star, Natalie Dressel. Say hi, Natalie.
Hi.
Does she look equally as crazy as me?
Yes.
I think so. Today, we're gonna have a real fun day because we're on Rodeo Drive, and we get to go shopping. How much do we get to spend, Nat Dog?
500,000.
No, more than that.
Oh, 1 million.
Yeah,
500,000 apiece.
Yeah, 1 million together. So we're shopping, and what we're gonna buy, well, we don't know. We're just
You know, this is my first time on Rodeo.
This child's never been to the Beverly Center, so this is a big day for Nat Dog.
That's the truth.
What's the first thing you're gonna buy, Nat? Besides some more gold teeth.
Some tennis shoes.
No, not on Rodeo. You gotta go to Tiffany's and get some jewelry. Let's go to Tiffany's. Let's see if we can find Tiffany.
Yeah, let's find Tiffany.
Where'd you get that bag from? You're supposed to have that bag yet. We ain't been there yet.
This is prop. This is prop.
We're going to Tiffany's.
In Baps, Halle co-stars as a hairdresser from Georgia who seeks her fortune in Beverly Hills. This comedy pulls out all the stops.
Ooh, look, there's some crystal. No, we don't want no crystal.
No, earthquake. Almost earthquake city.
No, we don't want no crystal. Can't hack that easy enough.
No.
Let's see. What's this? No, we want the clothes. Oh, look. Giorgio Armani. Oh, girl, you think they'll let us up in Giorgio Armani?
What you think?
I don't know. Let's see.
If you take off the wig and they see you Halle, they will. That's it. Hey! But that looks like that's for men.
So? It don't matter. I can sport that black leather jacket right there. Girl, hooked it up.
What did you think when they first put the hair, the makeup, the Lee press-on diva nails from hell?
I thought it was great. You know why? Because I've seen these women, and I could relate to these women because they're out there. I lived in Atlanta for about 1.5 years, and I've seen these two ladies practically exactly many times before. So I thought it was great, a great departure for me to do something different and have a little fun and just play. I've never gotten a chance to really do that on film.
So who are these women?
These women are BAPs, Black American Princess. And the through line for a BAP, I think, are women with big dreams and not really a way to attain their dreams. And these two women, ultimately, by the time it's all said and done, not only do they attain their dreams, but they learn a lot, they get a lot of love, they give a lot of love, they learn a lesson, but they also teach a lesson. And I think teaches you about friendship, about how people can be very different and come from seemingly different worlds, but somehow they connect. Because what it speaks to is that people are really all just people, and it doesn't matter what color, it doesn't matter how young or old you are, where you happen to live.
We're almost out of time, but one more thing. I bet you're dying to know, where did the name Halle come from? Well, I'll tell you. Halle Berry was actually named after the Halle Brothers department store in her native Cleveland. I think we're all glad her parents didn't live next to a Kmart. Thanks for watching. I'm Eleanor Mondale, and I will see you next time.
And I gotta ask you, not to embarrass you, but you are so beautiful. And obviously, there's some just God-given beauty there, but do you have any little secrets, any beauty secrets that you resort to?
Lots of sleep. I get a lot of sleep. At least 11. If I could get 12 hours a day, I'd be happy. I think resting is important, taking care of your body, exercise. I'm diabetic, so now that I got diagnosed with diabetes, I eat a lot more healthy than I ever used to. I think all that, and staying healthy inside, spiritually, I think you can tell the people that are spiritually connected and grounded. A light sort of comes out. And I think that's a big part of beauty as well, what's going on and what's coming out.
You seem like, your life and your career is in a good place. Did you set some goals for yourself as an actress, like, I want to be doing this sort of role at this time, or are you just kind of letting it flow?
Letting it flow. I didn't really put a time limit on it because that would be, I'm sure, to fail. So I said if I can continue to do roles that I believe in, if I keep my core fan base in mind, which is young black women who aspire to be like me or look up to me, always mindful of them, and I stay true to my morals and my values and don't compromise those in any way in order to work, then I figured the law of averages says I'm going to have some success in there somewhere. Some failures, but no success comes without failure. So I'm just kind of letting it